Hey guys, what's up? It's Dre and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. So today's Thank You Music Thursday is going to be dedicated to the one and only, it's Britney. That's right, this video is going to be dedicated to Britney Spears. So without further ado, let's hop right into this video. To dedicate this week's Thank You Music Thursday to Britney Spears because one, I absolutely love Britney Spears, and two, and I don't know why, when I tell people I love Britney Spears, they're like shocked. I don't know why, but yeah, I do love Britney Spears. And two, because she just recently announced that she was going to be taking her Pieces of Me tour on the road this summer. And when I found that out, I actually logged on right away to see if she was going to be in California. And unfortunately, she's not. She's doing 23 dates, and most of those are going to be on the East Coast and in Europe. She had a residency in Vegas for the past 4 years where she did 248 shows, and per Billboard, she grossed $137 million from those shows. So they are saying, not Billboard, but just rumors are going around that she may be going back to Vegas after her tour. We'll see. I definitely have to go to Vegas to see her if she goes back because I've missed her all the past 4 years and I'm in California. No excuse, I know, but I wanted to go to the show. I just never was able to make it. But yeah, I just wanted to do this video for Britney Spears because I am thankful for Britney Spears' contributions to music. So let's rewind a little bit back to the good old days when Baby One More Time album was just released, Britney Spears' first album. And Carson Daly was the host of TRL, which was my favorite back at that time. I used to run home from school to make sure that I didn't miss the countdown or my favorite stars on the show. Britney Spears was definitely one of the queens of TRL. She was always on it. She always had, her videos were always on it. And yeah, Baby One More Time definitely took Britney Spears from a small town girl to a pop star, like literally overnight. My favorite song from the Baby One More Time album actually is You Drive Me Crazy. I love that song. You drive me crazy. I love that song off of the album. Follow-up album, Oops, I Did It Again, was a huge success as well. With Oops, I Did It Again, which I loved that video, where she had on the one-piece red pleather outfit. That was one of my favorite videos at the time. Oops, I did it again. I played with your heart. To do that like that, I just had to do it, sorry. But I loved that video. I also loved Stronger off of that album, and Lucky. I don't know why, I just love Lucky. She's so lucky. She's a star, but she cry. I just love that song, and I still do. But yeah, that album was a huge success for her as well. Talk about Baywatch and relationship goals. Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake together. I loved them together, and secretly deep down inside wish that they would get back together. Even though I know they're not, I still like deep down inside wish that they would, because they were so cute together. And yeah, those were the good old days. Does anybody else love the movie Crossroads, where Britney Spears played Lucy? I love that movie. Like, no one talks about that movie. And sometimes when I mention it, people are like, what? They don't know what movie that is. Like, I don't understand. Like, if you haven't seen Crossroads, go see it. I love that movie. One of my favorite performances from Britney Spears was when she performed The Way You Make Me Feel with Michael Jackson at the Michael Jackson tribute. I think it was in like 2001, and she had on the green dress. I love that performance, and I still watch it to this day. You guys can look it up on YouTube. You can find it, MJ and Britney Spears. I love that performance. She had on that green dress. Her body was just like banging out of this world. Her legs, oh my God. Like, ever since that day, every time anyone asks, when I say, oh, I want to tone up my legs, I always tell people I want Britney Spears legs. Like, her legs still to this day are like banging. Like, I want Britney Spears legs. That's what I call them, Britney Spears legs. Now we're going to talk about my favorite Britney Spears song, my favorite Britney Spears performance, my favorite Britney Spears video, I'm a Slave for You. Oh, when that song came out, I was like, excuse me, Britney? Girl. Like, I love that song, and I love the video. I love the performance at the MTV Video Music Awards in 2001 where she performed it with the yellow snake. That is just like one of my favorite performances by Britney Spears. She performed at the MTV Music Awards with that yellow snake. And she performed I'm a Slave for You. I'm a slave for you. Oh, I live for it. Love it, love it, love it. It's my kid snake they got from the zoo. But I absolutely love, love, love that performance. And I had to throw this in there just so you guys know that I'm serious and I really, really love that performance. Another one of my favorite Britney Spears songs and videos is Toxic off of her In the Zone album. I'm addicted to you. Don't you know that you're toxic? Oh, I absolutely love that song and the video, and yeah, that's one of my favorites as well. So now we're going to talk about a little bit of a difficult era, which I think made Britney Spears a stronger person, and I actually really admire how she kind of fell a little bit, but then picked herself back up and continued on with her career. Well, Britney Spears did go through a little bit of a rough time. She married like her childhood friend, and then they got divorced, and then she started dating Kevin Federline, and they did that reality show, Britney and Kevin Chaotic, I think it was called, which I watched every single episode of. And then she came out with like a greatest hits album, and she redid Bobby Brown's Prerogative. Now, if you guys watched my Thank You Music Thursday new edition, you know that I love Bobby Brown. And I actually love Britney Spears too, but I did not like that remake at all. I didn't like it. I don't know. No, that was not my favorite Britney Spears song at all. And I know I might be a little bit, I don't know. It's not even that it was because it was a Bobby Brown song and I love Bobby Brown. It's just that it just was not a good look for her, in my opinion. She had, her and Kevin Federline got married. They had 2 boys, and then she came out with the Blackout album, and she had the song with the infamous "Is Britney" with Gimme More. And I've never felt so bad for an artist on stage ever until she performed at the 2007 Video Music Awards. That performance was really, really hard to watch. She looked so uncomfortable. She looked like she wanted to run off the stage, in my opinion. And I just remember watching it and feeling so bad and saying, just run off the stage, because it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. I don't think she was ready. I think she was still going through things. And Britney Spears is an amazing performer. So to see that, it just like almost broke my heart. I'm like, oh, I like felt so bad. I'm like, oh, they're gonna like criticize her so bad for this performance, which they did. They were calling her fat. They were saying she can't dance anymore because she had kids and blah, 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 which you know how people are. You know how the internet is. They're just evil and mean, and people have nothing else better to do than to bash people. I actually, on the other hand, felt really, really bad for her, and that was just like a really hard performance to watch. And then it was a time frame where she shaved her head, you know, the picture of her with her head shaved, with her shaving her head, and then the picture with a complete bald head with her holding the umbrella looking like a crazy person. I just think this whole era for me, I just felt really, really bad for her during this era, and I'm just glad that she was able to overcome it and continue on and continue to still create really good music and still contribute to the music industry. And she didn't let it get the best of her, because sometimes the media and like all the frenzy and all the stuff that's going on, a lot of artists sometimes let it get the best of them and they stay in that like darkness for a really long time. I'm glad that she was able to come out of that, and actually that she was able to overcome that and still move on. I'm glad she was able to overcome it, move on, and continue to make music and be the Britney Spears that we all know and love. So yeah. Circus album, I loved Womanizer. I loved Circus. I actually really liked that video. That's probably one of my favorite videos. When I saw that, I was like, Britney's back. That's what I thought, like automatically, and I was so excited and so happy to see Britney again, like the Britney Spears that we all know and love. That once I saw that video, I was like, okay, she's good. She's gonna be good to go. Some of the recent songs that I like are Till the World Ends. I also like Make Me by G-Eazy. And overall, I just love Britney Spears. I think that she's an amazing performer. Unfortunately, I have not been able to see her live, but hopefully one day I will be able to. And I just want to go on the record as saying thank you so much, Britney Spears, for all of your contributions to music. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope that you continue on making music for us to enjoy. So that is it for this Thank You Music Thursday. If you guys have any artist groups or bands that you would like to see me do a Thank You Music Thursday on, you guys know that you can comment those down below. Also, if you are not yet subscribed to my channel, click the big red button for me, please. And if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a big fat thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.